Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
This is like our sexy, radio announcer voice.
I paid for 1/4 of college by working a phone line.
A phone line? We're just gonna let that go. We're not even gonna touch it. Not even gonna touch it. I don't want to. No, I take that back. What was the subject matter of the phone line?
Let's just say I was wearing a leopard print thong quite often.
Telling people about your feelings, were you?
Yes.
Yeah. I was feeling this, and I was feeling some of those, and wow, that's what I'm talking about. Well, this time we're not quite feeling on each other, but some books. How about some books?
Some books.
Yes.
The books we feel.
Yes, show me your books. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. As you can see, we definitely tackled some really good titles this week. That was so bad.
It just went.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know if it started
Sorry,
on rails.
Mom. No, we had some suggestions. I don't know if we really took many of the suggestions. I know Cap was on there.
Yeah, Cap was on
definitely
there.
one. But I don't know. I kind of think we took some personal choice.
Yeah, we did this week.
Yeah,
we appreciate the suggestions. Just
Yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason this week.
Kind of wanted to go somewhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a thing. Which one do you want to talk about first?
I was really, really impressed with Black Magick.
Yes. That's new Greg Rucka.
Yeah.
It's through Image.
Yeah, and it's like Greg Rucka does such a great job with like crime stuff
Yes.
and police stuff. And then mixing in a little bit of paranormal.
So good,
Yeah,
so good.
really took it up a notch.
However, I want to give a shout out to the art.
Yes.
The nuanced use of color. Oh,
Yeah.
that was pretty.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
This is a good book. I see this transferring to other media almost immediately.
Yeah, very easily.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a story about this police detective who is also a witch.
Yes.
And
point and blank.
Yeah.
Boom.
So she gets drawn into this hostage situation, and apparently there's a group that don't like witches.
They don't be liking the witches.
Yeah.
They be like, witch better have my money. Yeah.
Scene.
Something like that. I don't know. It was good though.
Yeah.
The dialogue was very natural.
Yeah.
Pacing was really tight. Everything about it was just a really nice representation of solid storytelling. It was across the board right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. There was literally nothing wrong with the book.
At
it's
all.
Perfect. And like you were talking about the coloring. It's almost black and white and gray.
Right.
But not 100%.
Exactly. There's ink wash.
Yeah.
But then there's these bits of color that are vibrant and perfect, but only in accents.
Yeah.
So good. Shout out to the letters page. It's called Spell Check.
Yeah.
I giggled. I'm not gonna lie. I totally did. That was a good one. I might write into them just because.
Just to get into spell check.
Yeah. I got spell check, son. Woo! That's so amazing. What do you want to cover next?
I think From Under Mountains.
I was just gonna say that one.
End with Cap.
Okay, that sounds good. That's good. From Under Mountain, number two. We enjoyed number one.
Yeah.
It was solid. There was this bit of Game of Thrones meets something a little bit more spiritual, elemental.
Yeah.
And this definitely keeps that going.
Yeah.
I do have all right, so partly my fault. I read Black Magick first.
Okay.
And then I read From Under Mountain. Where I was very cool with the artwork initially, I feel like it could be done with a little bit more weight to it.
Yeah, I don't know, it's sketchy, and that's
Very sketchy, very loose. It's relying on the colorist to do a lot to fill in some of the story beats for me. That's, I'm glad it's not just me. I'm not
No,
being
it really is.
picky.
It's like someone trying to emulate Paul Pope almost.
Right.
And
It's very popish.
He's tough to, he has a very unique style.
Very.
So if you're going to go for that.
You gotta stretch. And I think the biggest thing for me is the lack of solid blacks.
Yeah.
That really would ground the artwork. So I know that the storyteller and the artist are the same. Wait, I lost the name for a hot second. Sloan Long. Yes. Art. Oh no, Sloan just does art and colors. I thought she did the story as well. That's Claire. All right, so Sloan, that would be something that I would like to see in the evolution of your art, is to use more spotted blacks so that we have that weight of things, because
it's very light.
Yeah,
It's just ephemeral, but not necessarily a good way.
Exactly. However, I do want to give, not to pick at all on you, that little sequence of the snake and the mouse.
That was awesome.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was almost like a separate story was being told
Yes.
about that conversation that was taking place.
It was so meta. It was such a good story piece. I mean, obviously, Claire probably wrote it, but the representation on the page, that was dope.
Yeah, because that first panel with the snake, I thought, oh, someone's just going to step on it
Right.
or something. And
Or
no,
to-
something
no.
completely different happens,
Yes.
and it's its own little miniature story within it. And
That was cool.
That was fantastic.
That was really, really cool. You really get to see the illustrative artistry that you have, Sloan, because the way you did that, like there's an angle from behind the mouse that was like,
Ugh, that's the part of the snake you don't want to see.
yeah, nah. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm still like, it's still building.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what kind of story it's going to ultimately be.
Yeah, because its problem and its strength at the same time is that there is this giant, full, rich universe with a past and a spirituality and a religion and supernatural stuff that ties into it.
Right.
And we're only 56 pages in.
Exactly. Like scratching surface.
Yeah.
Like
Like
solid chapter 2, but
Yeah, and they keep talking about that alliance with the goblins, and I'm like,
what is that? Like, you can
Yeah.
see it?
yeah, these like goblins that are not jacking up your stuff.
Right.
Let's tell me more.
Let's go, right? I want to feed there. Like, that's, yeah. It's a good one, though. Like, I have to admit, like, it's one that, it's a good read. It's not like a full meal of a book.
Yeah.
Not yet. You know, maybe the first trade will ultimately be that, where you're like, yeah, that was a good job.
right there.
But this one, solid pacing.
Yeah, I'm still in for issue 3.
I'm with you on that one. Absolutely, absolutely. Cap number 2. Oh my. Oh my.
Yes.
This was fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this book.
It's no longer Sam just trying to be Cap.
right.
He is his own Captain America.
Yes, he is. Thank you. Finally.
Yeah, and I love it. I
yeah.
absolutely love it.
I love the way that he is, like you said, standing apart from what Steve has set up before,
Yeah.
and literally coming into his own and being, this is my Captain America.
Yeah.
Like, that's good stuff. I think not even Bucky had that.
No.
Where it was, you know, a position, a standing, but you still being a person. Like, that's
Like he's
dope.
the interjection of his social vision, and because there's always going to be somebody there that's going to be able to fill in and you know, stop Zemo or something like that.
Exactly.
But for these issues at that level, the human aspect of it more so
Who
than
better
anything
than
else.
Cap to do it?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree, man. I agree. It's good.
Yeah,
and
it's-
Daniel Kuno in the artwork. Oh,
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. It's
love.
just fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for your traditional Captain America story, this is not for you.
Yeah, no. This isn't, you know, him swinging and punching Hitler.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, not exactly.
Not exactly.
I mean, because it's not that it's not. It's just
But-
very modern, very
yeah.
contemporary.
Yeah.
So, depending on your views, it might be too contemporary for you.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
There
That's
we go.
it's probably the best way for it.
So, but it's still good. It's still really good.
Yeah.
I have to admit, like, crotchety Steve, I'm kind of loving him.
Yeah. He's developing into something as opposed to just like the first few times he was around. You're like,
Steve
What's-
Rogers,
yeah.
okay.
He's old
He's
Steve
old
Rogers.
Steve. But this one is kind of, it's Gran Torino. Like,
kind of yeah.
it's like, I think that would be so cool to see Clint Eastwood play Steve Rogers in that.
Yeah.
I would.
That would be very cool.
I would totally watch that movie.
One of the other things I'm really liking is the way the creative team is taking real life stuff
Yeah.
and putting it into it. Like
Yes.
I
Almost ripped from the headlines. you
Yeah.
know. It's so topical right now.
Yeah. Because I don't know. Do you Whisperer? That won't spoil
Right.
anything. How would you describe that character? It's not. To me, they're not a villain.
Right.
But
I mean, but technically speaking, the terrorist act of stealing information and disseminating it to where enemies of the state could get it, that's a very bad act.
Yeah.
So,
the
it's
thing that he stopped from happening
is so necessary.
Yeah,
like,
it's mind blowing that they
that was even on the table. That's what was like,
oh, we could do this, and it won't.
you're like, no,
Yeah.
this should not even be a thing that's
Yeah.
discussed. Like, like literally, this is Illuminati level stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why things got messed up with them in charge. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, which is what makes this such a good book, because it does offer that commentary. I think that's one of the things that is going to make this run on Cap such a phenomenal thing, because it literally is going to be something that you have to think about.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
And
Shout out.
Yes.
All day. What? Good stuff.
Jeez.
Honorable mention style. What do you got, sir?
I had to.
You did.
Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, or number fun, I should say.
Number fun.
Yeah, Hank, I did it. It's all right. On the surface, it is one of the dumbest concepts possible. So S.H.I.E.L.D. has a separate division made up of monsters to fight monsters.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it's got Hit Monkey. It's the monkey that's Deadpool's arch nemesis. It's just a monkey that just shoots people. He's got guns.
That's amazing.
He's on there. Man-Thing's on there. There's a werewolf. It's phenomenally bad, but done intentionally that way, I think.
So that it works. It's like a B movie.
Yeah, it totally is. So it's
B-movie comic.
So it's like monsters fighting monsters.
Oh, that's great.
And Hit Monkey shooting people. Yeah, it's worth a check out if you're into that kind of stuff like I am.
Do that.
Yeah.
Would you say it's like a nice tasty meal after the was it Bob Agent of Hydra piece? Is it Agent of Hydra or is it AIM? Which one is he?
Oh, Bob with Hydra.
Johnson.
Oh,
Hank Johnson. That's what it is. Hank Johnson.
Yeah.
So maybe like you read those two together and that's like your buddy cop Friday night.
Kinda, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Booyah. Handle that. I took on a Sinestro number 16, and for no other reason than the obvious reference to Black Adam and Sinestro having some sort of tete-a-tete sit-down meeting. I have to admit, as much as I'm a fan of the DC Universe, I never put that together. Ooh. And the idea of it, I find it absolutely like exciting, like so exciting. I had no idea what was going on before. Cullen Bunn doing the art or the writing is, good stuff. But the setup for this is one of mutual respect of two very dangerous people. And that is the coolest thing ever. Like, there's something really magical about those two guys getting together. There's this one scene, doesn't spoil anything, but like Black Adam, being a whole big spread for everybody, but he only has one chair. Because he's like, hospitality only goes so far. And Sinestro's like, all right, I see how you're doing it. And he creates a chair of his own using the ring, and Black Adam laughs, and he's like, good job. And I'm like, see, like, that's dope. Like, that was a moment where it was like, that could have totally, like, went into a fight.
Yeah.
And maybe even, like, Black Adam did it to see. He was like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He made his own chair. He's like, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Respect. This was one of the coolest, like, for no other reason than that, books I've read in a long time. Like, it's up there with that, who would win kind of thing. And I think they have that understanding. It's like, we don't want to take that fight.
Yeah,
do that.
no need.
No. But this weekend, Comic Town is going to have all the fun. What's going on this weekend, man?
Halloween Comic Fest.
What? Yeah. Halloween Comic, what is that exactly?
It's like a miniature free comic book day.
That's dope.
Horror-themed comics will be given out, and for all different age ranges, from little kids up to adults. We'll have some sales. We're going to be doing a costume contest.
What?
So, yeah, good times.
Okay, so I'm a little jealous. I won't be here, unfortunately.
You're going to be in what, Austin?
Austin, Texas, for Wizard World. What? It's just 2 days this time. Yeah. Apparently some other events were going on in Austin, but we're going to have a solid 2-day event. Austin is a weird place, and so Austin, Comic-Con weekend and Halloween, put that together.
Should be fun times.
Oh, man. The stories, the happenings, the things, all the things. That's going to be a good time. Yeah. But no, seriously, I'm really excited about this Halloween Fest, though.
Yeah,
I think it's
going to be good. Every year it's getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the draw that Free Comic Book Day has.
Yet.
But with Halloween being the second biggest shopping season in the United States.
Truth.
It's right there. It's
right
on
there.
The verge.
It's right there. I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be good. Now, are you going to have any guests here, or are you guys just kind of playing it regular style?
It's kind of regular style this time. But there are, every shop that celebrates it does it in a different way.
True.
So check with your local store.
See what they got.
They might have creators there. They might have special sales.
Nice.
And they'll definitely have free books. So.
Any chance that you're going to have any deals on The Walking Dead this weekend?
Yeah.
Because I totally need that third compendium.
Oh.
I needs it.
Yeah. There will be specials on them.
I'm sending somebody.
Somebody dies.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Spoilers, bro.
I'm sorry.
Spoilers. Hey guys, did you love today's episode? We know you did. And you should be subscribing right here. Subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. Do it. Do it now. Yeah.
I'll find you.